She got legs. She knows how to use them. What's up, everybody? Legs. Who's got them? Who wants them? Who has time to stretch them? Not you. You are a busy person with things to do and people to be. So tonight I'm going to show you the one stretch to get quadriceps, to get hamstrings, to get adductors, to get abductors, and to get your calves all in one stretch. What? Yes. So we are going to do this. This is great for your whole leg muscles. The only thing, it gets nearly everything. It is an amazing stretch. The only thing it won't get is your anterior tibialis. But wait, there's more. I will show you how to stretch your anterior tibialis at the end of this whole thing. So we're talking front of the thighs, back of the thighs, side of the thighs, inner thighs, calves, all getting stretched with this one stretch. It's so cool, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. If you do have any questions as we get going here, go ahead and drop them into the comments below, and let us begin. All right, so this exercise, this stretch is called the squat to stand. Now, it does require some prerequisite of mobility, flexibility, strength, and if it looks like it's going to be just too tough for you, please bear with me. I will give you a modification to help you work up to it towards the end here. So let's start off assuming that you can do both a squat and you can touch your toes. If you can do these two things, you can probably do the squat to stand. If you're not there yet, don't sweat it. I still got stuff for you in this video. So we're going to start off in the open foot position with the toes pointed out about 10 degrees. We're going to be in about the stance that we would use for a squat with our feet approximately shoulder width. In other words, I can fit my shoulder width in between my toes. From there, I'm going to put all of the weight on my heels and lift my toes up off of the floor. This is very important. We want to make sure that all of the weight is on the heel and the toes are slightly lifted. From there, I'm going to put my fingertips underneath my toes. I'm going to grab onto my big toe, and I'm not going to let it go. And then I'm going to bend my knees until I come down into this deep frog-like position with the elbows to the insides of the knees, not on the outside of the knees, on the inside of the knees. So in this bottom position, I'm really getting a nice big stretch on inner thighs and quads. I'm opening up the hips. I'm in the full deep squatted position, ass to grass, and I'm really opening up the chest, reaching the chest up for the ceiling. I don't want to be collapsed or folding into it here. So I'm really actively opening the chest, opening the inner thighs. Okay, so this is part one of the stretch. The second part is to not let go of the toes, try to keep the chest somewhat up, and lift the hips all the way until your legs straighten out. So all the way until the knees straighten out, or get them as straight as humanly possible. If you can't fully straighten them out yet, don't sweat it. Don't let go of those toes. Don't crush your fingertips underneath your toes. Keep the toes up, all the weight on the heel. And we're going to move back and forth between these two positions. So in between this beautiful frog-like position here and up to hips up in the sky. So back and forth, nice and smooth and steady. You're stretching everything, which is awesome. Now, things that are common mistakes that you will want to avoid on this stretch is letting the elbows bend, rounding the back, or letting the elbows to the outside of the knees, or stepping on your own fingertips. Please do not step on your own fingertips. Keep that chest lifted, folding nice and deep, and extending the legs as straight as humanly possible. So down and up, that is your squat to stand. But if you say, Melanie, that's all fine and well, but I can barely touch my toes, and I certainly can't get into that full squat to stand, don't worry, this is what you're going to do to work up to that. If you have a nice stable piece of furniture, you're going to start with your hands on the furniture and folded at the hip 90 degrees. And then you're going to hold on to the furniture and fold down as deep as you can. Now, once you are able to get into a full deep squat, then you're going to lift your hands off the chair. Once you have been able to achieve this stance right here, you are ready for the squat to stand. So however long it takes you, whether that is a daily practice for a couple of months Or maybe you've got it even just after a few reps because you just need to teach your body how to be in that position, however long it takes. When you're able to do this, you're ready to do the squat to stand. So start off, hands on the chair, and just come down and up as deep as you can. If this is all you got to start off with, that's what you do. Just do this nice slow motion granny torque thing happening here. It's awesome. And then once you're able to get all the way down, look, Ma, no hands, and then you're ready. You're ready for the big time. Okay, so I said the one muscle that didn't stretch well was the anterior tibialis. So that's the front of the shin. So if you're prone to shin splints or top of the foot cramps, you'll want to get that. For the top of the shin, just simply press your hands on the wall and press the back of the foot into the floor gently and get a nice stretch through your anterior tibialis. Hold it for a few deep breaths or about 30 seconds on each side, and you're good to go. Now remember, when it comes to being flexible, when it comes to stretching, one of the very first things that you got to do is you got to make sure you're drinking enough water. You are not going to be able to do any of this stuff as a dried out mummy. So make sure that you are drinking enough water and then try it out. Tell me how it goes. Drop me a comment down here. If you're already a member of the Nerd Gym, you can let me know there. www.thenerdgym.com if you would like to join. And I will look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye.